Today's Daily Read Aloud is There Is Something Weird in Santa's Beard by Chrissie Krebs. Santa has a sweet tooth. He loves a bit of cake. He's glad to sample any treat that Mrs. Claus will bake. And while he's dropping off the presents late on Christmas Eve, Santa feasts on all the snacks that children kindly leave. This year he starts with biscuits and crumbly fruit mince pies. He slurps and burps down soft drink and crunches salty fries. He licks a candy cane or two while riding on his sled and blows up bubble gum balloons as big as his own head. Once all the gifts are given and he's brought the reindeer home, Santa stumbles through the door and Mrs. Claus just groans. "Why, Santa, what a grub you are! You've got a grotty face. Take a bath and brush your teeth. You look like a disgrace." But Santa Claus is much too tired to bother getting clean. He falls asleep and lands face first in a bowl of cold ice cream. All that work this Christmas Eve has puffed poor Santa out. He sleeps for days and weeks and months, then wakes up with a shout. Something has happened to Santa, something no one could have feared. He has a strange beast growing, growling and gurgling in his beard. Its legs are minty candy canes, its body is bubble gum. Its arms are sticks of cold French fries, its hat a mince pie crumb. Santa tries to brush it out, but the blob is stuck like glue. It snarls at Santa's comb and sends his scissors flying too. He opens up the workshop where he makes his Christmas toys, but the blob devours all his wares with a horrid slurping noise. The elves team up to lure the blob and catch it in a trap. But the blob just eats the trap as well in one big angry snap. Oh! Mrs. Claus cries out in panic, "Oh, it's horrible and weird. There'll be no Christmas cheer this year with that blob in your beard." At last, the reindeer give a nod, but not a word is said. They each take out a special scarf and wrap it around their head. You see, reindeer work just once a year with Santa and his sleigh. At other times, they do kung fu. They practice every day. With speed and skill, old Reindeer Clyde kicks that mutant blob. It squeals and flies up in the air and is caught by Kung Fu Bob. Bob gives a nod to Gino next. He knows just what to do. With one hard throw, that mutant blob is flushed right down the loo. Now there's peace in Santa's workshop as the blob's been swept away. Everyone is thankful that the reindeer saved the day. Mrs. Claus puts on her apron and whistles as she bakes the reindeer's all-time favourite treat, a triple carrot cake. So the reindeer are back in training with some extra students too. It seems to be a handy thing for all to know Kung Fu. And Santa has made a promise to be less of a slob, because no one wants to see another grotty, nasty blob. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. We have a new story every day, so make sure you subscribe. The end.